Children are one of the biggest reasons ice cream trucks make strong sales during summer. When the truck pulls into a neighborhood, the sound of cheerful music grabs their attention right away. Kids run outside with coins in hand, eager to pick their favorite flavor. For many, it is not just about ice cream but the excitement of the moment. The truck becomes a small event in their day. Parents often give in, seeing it as a simple way to make their children happy. This steady demand builds a strong customer base. The connection between children and ice cream is powerful because it ties into joy, fun, and memory. Each cone or popsicle sold is part of an experience kids do not forget easily. The same customers come back again and again, sometimes bringing friends. In crowded parks, school areas, and summer fairs, the truck quickly becomes a magnet for young customers. The simple act of selling ice cream to kids keeps the business alive during hot months. Even though the price of each item is small, the high number of eager children creates a steady flow of income. In summer, children turn an ordinary ice cream truck into a moving shop of smiles and profit. Summer brings profit. Summer is the season when ice cream trucks truly shine. Hot weather pushes people outdoors, and nothing feels better than a cold treat under the sun. Streets, beaches, and parks are filled with families, and every crowd becomes an opportunity for business. The demand rises naturally, and the truck owner can expect steady customers from morning until evening. Even simple routes through busy neighborhoods can bring in hundreds of small sales in a single day. While each cone, bar, or cup is sold for a few dollars, the large volume of buyers makes the income add up quickly. Summer events like fairs, sports games, and community gatherings are especially profitable because crowds gather in one place, eager to spend on quick, refreshing snacks. Compared to the slower months, the difference in earnings is huge, often turning summer into the only time when the business feels easy and secure. The profits made in these months are not just income for today, but also savings meant to help during the cold season ahead. Many ice cream truck owners know that their best chance to stay afloat all year comes from the strong profits of summer. Sunshine, crowds, and heat transform the truck into a rolling business of high reward. Costs eat the income. Even with strong summer sales, an ice cream truck owner quickly learns that profits are not as large as they first appear. Every cone sold has hidden costs behind it. Ice cream must be bought in bulk from suppliers, and prices rise with better flavors or popular brands. Gasoline is another major expense, since the truck must travel through neighborhoods and reach crowded spots daily. On hot days, the freezer inside works constantly, which increases fuel or electricity costs. Maintenance of the truck, from tires to engines, is also unavoidable because constant driving wears it down. Permits, licenses, and vendor fees at fairs or parks add more pressure on earnings. When all these costs are added together, the large summer income often shrinks into a much smaller margin. For many owners, the excitement of counting cash at the end of the day is followed by the reality of paying bills and suppliers. The challenge is balancing affordable prices for families with enough profit to keep the business alive. Customers see a $2 ice cream, but behind that small sale are many expenses quietly cutting into the earnings. Summer brings money in, but costs always take their share away. Cold weather hits hard. When the warm days fade, the reality of winter arrives, and ice cream trucks face their toughest challenge. Cold air, empty streets, and fewer outdoor events mean that the steady line of eager customers disappears. Even the familiar music of the truck no longer draws crowds because people prefer staying indoors. Ice cream, once a favorite treat, loses its charm when hands are already cold and families are looking for warm snacks instead. This sudden drop in demand makes earnings fall almost overnight. What was once a busy route filled with children and families now feels silent and empty. For many truck owners, the income made during summer must now stretch across long months of low or no sales. Some are forced to park their trucks entirely, waiting for better days, while others try to keep running but face heavy losses. Fixed costs such as storage, insurance, and maintenance still exist, whether sales happen or not. The cold season is not just about weather, it represents a period of survival. Every winter, owners are reminded that success in this business depends not only on selling ice cream, but also on enduring the hard, frozen months that test their patience and savings. Few buyers in winter turns the ice cream truck into a business with almost no demand. The streets are quiet, children play indoors, and families prefer hot drinks like tea, coffee, or cocoa instead of frozen desserts. On cold afternoons, The truck may drive for hours without making more than a handful of sales. The cheerful music that once brought kids running now barely gets attention because no one wants to hold ice cream in freezing weather. Even loyal summer customers lose interest, showing how strongly the product depends on the season. Some truck owners try lowering prices or offering special deals, but it rarely changes the outcome. Others experiment with adding snacks like hot chocolate, coffee, or warm pastries, but that requires extra equipment and increases costs. Without steady buyers, most owners accept that winter is a losing season. The small number of purchases cannot cover fuel, repairs, and other fixed expenses. What keeps the trucks alive through these months is not profit, but the hope that summer will return with crowds and sales. Winter highlights the weakness of the business. Success is tied too closely to weather, leaving trucks with little chance when cold days rule the calendar. Struggles to stay open, running an ice cream truck is not just about selling frozen treats, it is about fighting to keep the business alive through difficult months. After the excitement of summer, many owners face a tough reality. Bills keep coming even when sales stop. Insurance must be paid, licenses need renewal, and trucks require upkeep to stay in working condition. For some, parking the truck until the next warm season seems like the only option, but even then, storage and repairs cost money. Those who attempt to stay open in winter often operate at a loss, using savings from summer just to keep moving. The pressure is heavy because a single breakdown or unexpected expense can wipe out the little profit left. Some owners take part-time jobs or look for side businesses to cover their family needs, while others sadly shut down completely. The struggle is not only financial but also emotional. Watching a once busy truck sit unused can feel discouraging. Staying open becomes a test of patience, sacrifice, and careful planning. Every day without sales reminds owners that their survival depends on endurance, not just the joy of summer profits. Hope for next summer. Despite the challenges of winter, ice cream truck owners keep their eyes on the future. They know that once the cold fades, the cycle of demand begins again. The first warm days bring children back to playgrounds, families to parks, and crowds to outdoor events. The truck's music, silent for months, once again sparks excitement. This hope is what drives owners to push through the slow season, trusting that summer will restore profits. Many use the winter downtime to repair equipment, refresh the truck's look, and plan better routes for the coming months. Some experiment with new flavors or promotions to attract even more buyers when business restarts. The dream of long lines and steady income makes the struggle worth it. Each year, the return of hot weather feels like a fresh start, giving owners another chance to recover their losses and build savings. Though the job is unpredictable, the promise of summer profit remains powerful. For most ice cream truck businesses, survival depends on this faith that no matter how harsh the winter, sunshine and sales will soon return, bringing joy to children and relief to hardworking owners.